Well, thought I could start with this one. This is ridiculous. I've literally made it halfway through before I decided I needed to make this video. So I haven't seen the other half of it, so you might get my raw, unadulterated reaction to the other half of this video. I'm glad he gave this comment. I'm like, it's not offensive when it's just ignorance. If it's something that's true, it's offensive. If you're being ignorant about something else, it's not offensive. You're just being an idiot. But
Onision videos may contain content some view as offensive. You have been warned. According to rant.org, unwanted sexual contact that stops short of rapes includes sexual touching and fondling. Sexual touching and fondling is exactly what Sam Pepper did. As you can see, his thumb.
Yeah, he's talking about Sam Pepper and the pinching ass video. But what you have to realise is that Sam Pepper has come out and said that this is fake. Sam Pepper has come out and said that this is fake. All the girls on there knew exactly what was going to happen. Which means that he obtained their permission beforehand to pinch their ass. And their reactions are real. And this whole thing was made by exposure by Lucy Green. I'll do another one on Lucy Green another day. But this one is for Onision. Onision needs to get a new haircut, by the way. I swear down. I swear I had that one for about 5 years. This one's about Onision. And Onision is taking an actual joke as if it's true. Hold on a second, I'll let you hear what it says about it.
Thumbnail is pinching ass, where he literally walks up to strangers and pinches their ass. Incredibly awkward. Anyway, today's question is, why do people hate Sam Pepper? As if that weren't obvious at this point. YouTube's Sam Pepper got called out by fellow YouTubers after disgusting sexual harassment videos.
Made by women. Anna Bennett.
Yeah. What we have here is Sam Pepper, who voluntarily videotaped him committing crimes against women. This isn't haters and...
No, in order to actually do stuff like that with members of the public, what you have to do is you have to either obtain permission beforehand or obtain permission after. And they obtain permission from everybody. I mean, like, I took part in a street thing where you just pass a rugby ball on camera. Must have been about 3 or 4 years in it. 3 or 4 years ago now. Stuttery mofo. Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago now. I had to sign a disclaimer form. If I wasn't comfortable with what they were going to do with the footage, I could have just said, you know what, I'm not wanting to take part. But they also asked me that is after the fact, but they also asked me beforehand, are you comfortable taking part in this? And I said, yes. So it's interesting that people think that these women were unwitting. Nothing is ever unwitting with members of the public. Unless you're talking about ABC's What Would You Do? In that case, yes, they are unwitting. They will be put in scenarios where their patience is tested and everything. and that's what happens with shows like this. But with things like this, with social experiments, stuff like that, people will be asked beforehand, would you be okay with me using footage of this? Yes. Okay.
Trolls making up endless bullshit for the sake of degrading someone else. This is black and white, what the fuck, irrefutable evidence against Sam Pepper. Submitted.
Then take it to the police. Don't be making videos about it on YouTube.
By himself. Hash report Sam Pepper's trending. Fucking super. Couldn't possibly be easier to report someone for a sexual crime than just sending their video link. Apparently Sam Pepper...
And yet he has not been charged with anything. A complaint has not even been filed with the police. Onision, really, do your research. Fucking Anderson.
Finds this whole thing to be hilarious. Sure, Sam, you keep pretending that it's okay to sexually assault women. As Finch...
No, he finds your reactions to it hysterical because you're really just doing it to be an annoying prick.
Massively backfires. Everyone loses their minds. As they should. You just don't walk up to women and sexually assault them. Common fucking sense. You're saying there's an all-out manhunt to bring him to justice, but will this actually happen? This person points out, but if a woman was touching men's butts, everything would be okay. You want to know why? Because 95%...
This is where I actually figured that this is the point where I would make the video. I'll let him explain though.
Of rapes are committed by men, in the process victimizing women. It's not sexism, it's realism. It's just like if a black person calls a white guy cracker, nobody cares. Because we don't have a history of black people enslaving white people. We have a history of white people enslaving black people. So if you call a black person the N-word, there's a sensitivity there that anyone who's not socially retarded is aware of. Just because there's a double standard doesn't mean the double standard isn't justified. Just America alone.
This is where I stopped it and decided that I needed to make the video. What's good enough for the goose is good enough for the gander. Okay? If you're okay with people touching men's butts, then you have to be okay with people touching women's butts as well. Stands to reason, doesn't it? You can't just turn around and go, oh my goodness, you're misogynist, sexist, rapist, when it's a man doing it to a woman, when it's a woman doing it to a man, it's like, yes, you go sister, I love you, yes, queen. What the hell is going on? Have I dropped into this Twilight Zone here? Do people actually agree with Onision? Do I actually find out if people agree with Onision on this point? Cause I'm going to actually just lose my mind. Like that one from a Scottish person. Amazing. Okay, so one person has actually called out as BS that women and men are actually sexually assaulted. Probably about 50%. Probably about 50-50. It's probably an equal number of men. So yeah, that was the point where I decided that I really had to make it, because what's good enough for the goose is good enough for the gander. Also, I don't know what he's about to say here, but he says another American is sexually assaulted. So, what? What is he about to say here? I'm kind of worried that he's about to say another woman is sexually assaulted. Here we go. We're both writing this together.
Every 2 minutes, someone is sexually assaulted, according to rant.org. 80% of the victims are under age 30, which basically covered Sam Pepper's targets. According to this, it's actually 98% of rapes are committed by men. So again, when you look at this absolutely atrocious crime, and then you look at what Sam Pepper did, walk up to girls and sexually assault them for amusement, obviously. How can we even have the slightest bit of tolerance for that? So to Sam Pepper and all the other ignorant assholes who think sexual assault on any level is justified, you're 100% fucking wrong. When it comes...
You just basically smacked your own argument to pieces. You literally said that it was okay for a woman to sexually assault a man. You said it was okay for women. Do I need to go back? Friggin' Onision, do I need to go back?
not socially retarded is aware of. Just because there's a double standard doesn't mean the double standard isn't justified. In just America alone, every 2 minutes someone is sexually...
Just because there is a double standard doesn't mean that the double standard isn't justified. You basically just said that sexual assault on men was justified, and then you turned around and you said...
absolutely atrocious crime. And then you look at what Sam Pepper did. Walk up to girls and sexually assault them for amusement, obviously. How can we even have the slightest bit of tolerance for that? So does Sam Pepper and all the other...
How can you even have the slightest bit of tolerance for your own double standard? This is ridiculous, Onision. You are uneducated, uninformed. You've probably never been to college before in your entire life. Jeez, so just marry women and then divorce them? What, are you now on wife number 3? Jeez, oh.
Ignorant assholes who think sexual assault on any level is justified. You're 100...
Yeah, exactly. You're an asshole who thinks that sexual assault on any level is justified because you are perfectly okay with a woman sexually assaulting a man. Because, and let me see if I can get my head around your logic, because men have sexually assaulted women in the past, you think it's perfectly okay for women to sexually assault a man?
100% fucking wrong. When it comes to sex, women are the boss. You don't do anything to...
When it comes to sex, women are the boss. I'm actually... I'm so worried that Mom's gonna hear this because she's in the living room and I'm about to just say something like, I'm into BDSM, right? And I like to be the submissive. I like to be spanked. Okay. I'm a wee bit worried about admitting this. But yeah, that is what I like. That is what I like. I like to be spanked. Just because I like to be spanked does not mean a damn thing about my future husband. Okay, right? It doesn't mean that I'm not in charge. Actually, because I'm asking for it, I'm probably am in charge.
Them without their consent. Real world, motherfuckers. According to Urban Dictionary, a lot of people don't like him because he's rude and obnoxious. That's like saying you don't like Chris Brown because he cusses. There's a much bigger offense here. Chris Brown beats women, Sam Pepper sexually assaults them. These are irrefutable.
The Chris Brown thing, I'll give you. But you actually have no proof other than hearsay as to Sam Pepper's sexually assault women. Because to this day, no charges have been filed and no women who were involved in that video came forward to say, yeah, he sexually assaulted me. Conversely, they haven't come forward to say, no, he hasn't. But just because they haven't come forward to say anything doesn't mean that it's happened.
Facts. Chris Brown is seen in prison for assaulting people, and Sam Pepper filmed himself committing these crimes. Anyway, long story short, you can do so many things in a YouTube video that are offensive, that are disgusting, that are downright appalling. But the moment you start without a doubt committing crimes, that's when people have a really good reason to hate you. Because crime...
Nino, that haircut is worth 25 years at least. Fashion police.
Crimes often involve victimizing someone. It's no longer a joke, it's no longer worth laughing at. Anyway, that's all I have to say for today. Now you know why people hate Sam Pepper. And ladies and gentlemen, if we're going to take sexual assault seriously, then why does Sam Pepper still think this is some kind of joke? And no police officer, or lawyer, or otherwise has sent him a loud and clear message that it is no laughing matter, and that women are here to be respected.
Because there has been no sexual assault. You emo. And that is insulting emos.
Alright, this one's for the men. Man boob squeeze.
Oh, amazeballs. I made this point on a for people who are unaware, I made this point on a Facebook post about Captain America. It was the scene where Peggy goes to squeeze Captain America's pectoral muscles. And and everybody was going, yes, Queen, love her, oh my goodness, she done what the rest of us wanted to do. And I was like, wait a minute here, here's a double standard. If you two, if the genders were switched, if it was Captain America going to fondle Peggy's pectoral muscles, there would have been fucking outcry. I got spoken down to for that. Okay, I got spoken down to for that. And here is Onision basically stating, yes, there is a double standard. It's justified. How is it justified? How is it justified to sexually assault one gender but not another gender? It's both sexual assault. Really? No. Go away, Onision. I'm done. I'm done for today. And well, it's a lot shorter than I thought it would be. You know, I went off on a rant several times, and we both went through the, pardon me, second half of that video together. But you know, I love this story because it's the gift that keeps on giving. The more accusations they throw at him, the less proof they actually have. They've got no concrete evidence that those girls on there did not give their consent. No clear concrete evidence. There's not even anything remotely close to a complaint with the police department. Like, honestly, just go away, Onision. Go and speak somewhere else, okay? Right, YouTube is not the place for you. Beat it.